Alright everyone, welcome to round 2. This is an interesting hand in that if we draw lands, we're pretty good, but if we don't, we're pretty screwed. I guess we have a 3-drop if we draw 1 land. What do you think about this hand?
I mean, realistically, we need to draw 2 lands for it to be good.
That's true.
We are on the draw.
This one's close, I think.
I think the upside is there. Going 3-drop, 4-drop, 4-drop. Hey, if you get a 5th land, there's a 5-drop. If not, the other cards in our deck probably go with 4-drop. I think the upside, if we do draw the 2 lands, is pretty high.
Let's go ahead and keep it and see what happens.
Okay. We'll probably just go Kiyora's Follower right off the top.
Well, there's a land, so...
Okay. Well, Kiyora's Follower off the top, draw 2 is fine as well.
Yeah, draw lands is fine too.
Yeah, lands are good.
Skyguard.
Yeah.
Alright, well, lands are fine.
Well, we got the lands. Versus Skyguard.
Well, Worshippers are maybe okay. I mean, you can definitely pump up your Skyguard still, but it's not as good as it was.
The good thing is we're a blue deck. We even showed that by playing 2 islands in a row.
That's what I was doing, yeah.
Yeah, so the fear of Voyage's End, Riptide, Hubris, Retraction, well, I guess not Retraction Helix right now, but...
Let me ask you this. Do you actually play the Triton here as a 2-3, or do you just play Renowned Weaver and then know that we can play Airy Worshippers 2 turns in a row if we need to, and then we can bestow an Nyxborn Triton? So we're not under a ton of pressure just yet.
Well, and what I was saying is, usually if you're a white player versus blue, you don't want to just run out your stuff on Skyguard or the 3-mana guy.
Right.
Jeez, what's his name?
Really good guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't want to run out your tricks on him or pumps on him because they can just bounce it and reset the whole thing.
Right. So would you just play Renowned Weaver, is what I was saying?
Against a triple plains? Yeah, I think so.
I think that's fine, and then we can use this for bestowing, especially since we've actually drawn fairly reasonably. I mean, we're 1 land away. We have 2 4-drops to play no matter what, so... Plus, this sacrificing this to make a 1-3 can probably block this guy for a minute. I mean, he'll have to use tricks on it. I like that he had no plays.
Yes. That's what I was saying. Triple plains, you might just be mana screwed, or color screwed rather, and maybe has 1 trick but doesn't want to play it, I think would be likely.
Yeah. Okay. So we either just drew that or didn't. Yeah, so now we can bestow. So, you wouldn't attack here and trade these, would you? No. Probably not, especially since you can make a 1-3 and it just blocks it. So you just run out Airy Worshippers and pass.
Yeah, I think I just run it out.
Yeah, I mean, if he's got a Divine Verdict or something, whatever. Our hand's pretty stacked now that we've gotten to our lands.
Yeah, run out Airy Worshippers. I mean, really the only other thing is cracking the Weaver. But,
right.
I mean, if he does have a trick for Skyguard, then it dies. If he doesn't, then we're taking 1, so who cares?
Yeah, I agree. Alright. Take 1.
Attack the Snarecaster, which he might not do even if he had a trick. He doesn't want to use it on that.
Yeah, or it's a big telegraph too. Cloak Siren, that's good too. I would just attack with Airy Worshippers, see what happens. How do you feel about that play?
Like it?
Okay. Oh, here comes something. Glimpse the Sun God. Okay. There were lots of Glimpse the Sun Gods. This does still untap. Next turn.
Yep.
So we still get a 2/2 when it untaps if we want to pay for it, which I think I'm fine doing. I mean, I guess we could have played a land and bestowed a Triton, but I think holding the Triton to bestow on something is better.
Oh yeah, well that wouldn't work out too well anyway. So
Would
what
you
are we playing now? Are we doing Siren or Snake? I kind of like Snake.
I think Snake's pretty good here, actually.
I mean, he has to give us a 4/4, but man, he's a white aggressive deck clearly, and we're at 21.
Yeah, and if he has a way to deal with it, like that's fine.
What do you do with the Scry?
He gave us a 7/7.
Oh,
So he must have like a Divine Verdict or something. He, yeah, bottom. Okay, so he must have something to do with this. Or not.
yeah. So, good in-depth analysis by us on a game where just drew planes, had a bunch of the other color cards, play nothing.
Yeah. But we did have some interesting thoughts on whether to mulligan the hand, because it was pretty questionable.
No, our tight play this game totally would have won us the game if it had been.
Yeah, I think if there would have been a game... He might have like 2 or 3 of these, by the way, because there was at least 2 of them that went by. It's a pretty sweet card. But yeah, letting us untap and make a 2/2 flyer, and then... Which I think we would do. Like, you make 2/2 flyers till you have a reason not to.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, our hand is pretty juiced.
It is absolutely stacked.
So what do you think about the sideboard against the Skyguard Glimpse Snarecaster?
I don't know that we have... I mean, we have, I guess, extra 2-drops we could bring in. Although
we could try to shred the Skyguard.
We could shred the Skyguard. We also have an Astronomer that's 1/3 that blocks 2/1 pretty well. I don't know if we want... I didn't see... obviously, we don't even know what the second color is, so... what do you think? Should run it back, or do you like thinking, well, we know he's white, something, maybe early game defense is better?
Yeah, just from having seen one Skyguard, I don't think we can make too much out of that.
Yeah. I think maybe we run it back and see what we learn.
Yeah, Wingsteed Rider is the guy, by the way.
That would be the guy.
But we didn't see that guy.
We did not see him, no. So, alright. I mean, he could be there, but shredding wins for one guy, yeah. Let's just go to game 2, see what happens.
Do it.
Alright, game 2. We don't even know what this guy's second color is, but this looks like a pretty nice hand. I mean, Aerial Formation's more of an ender, and it's not even super great in this deck, but even Nimbus Naiad might just be a 2/2 on turn 3. See what happens. Got a 1-drop. Got a Griptide in case he does get...
Turn 1 play.
Yeah, we got a Griptide in case he does run out, like, strong Wingsteed Rider or Skyguard.
Hey, and turn 2 Swordwise Centaur, I'm thinking. So
could happen. There's an Acro and Hop.
That's an aggressive red-white deck is what we're looking at.
Yeah.
That tried to gamble on drawing a red early to go off. That has to be it.
We did draw a nice Prognostic Sphinx, though. That guy's pretty sweet. Alright. Well, we'll just play an island and pass here.
Yep. Save ourselves 2 damage.
Yeah. I see no reason not to block and sacrifice it and make a 1/3. What about you?
Yep.
Nope, not yet. There should be like something for this, not just a big M. Yeah, that's the guy. Does stuff. Kiyora's Follower? Pass? If we Kiyora's Followers pass, we can play Prognostic Sphinx next turn.
Yeah. Or Bestow Naiad.
Also next turn.
Yeah, all of our options are open, and I mean, we're just gonna snap off a block this turn, right?
Yeah. So
power on the 1 toughness.
yes.
So yeah, I like it. Better than playing Naiad or as a 2/2.
I agree with that. I've actually had a lot of opportunity to play with Prognostic Sphinx. I've had it beat me many times. Aw, boo! Even making it fly doesn't do anything here. Alright. That sucks, but alright. Alright, you're in, buddy. Yeah, it's a pretty aggressive deck.
Yeah.
He's about out of cards.
That makes sense. He felt like he had to gamble on the game 1 hand.
Yeah. And we are taking 6. Yeah, I guess play Agent of Horizons. Wouldn't you agree with that assessment?
Yeah.
Or what else are we gonna do? Hold up and grip tide? I guess that's the only other option. I think play Agent and then have open area.
The Hoplite.
What's that?
Riptide the Hoplite. That'd be okay.
It wouldn't be bad.
Actually, is he attacking out next turn?
Well, if he does attack out, I mean, we trade. I think you got to trade there. We're not really trying to sneak in for unblockable damage like we're trying to...
No, but I mean, we would try to eat the Snarecaster, right?
Here you mean?
Yeah.
If what? I'm confused.
If he attacks out next turn.
Yeah, no, if he attacks out, we are definitely blocking one of these guys, and then the Agent of Horizons probably blocks the Crow and Hoplite.
Right. Well, what I'm saying is if we just pass... Well,
if we pass, we take 7, even if we eat a guy.
Yeah.
So I mean, you want to hold open grip
well,
tide?
If he uses a trick next turn as we try to eat the guy and we grip tide it, then we would still have a 1/3 to block the 3/1.
I think it's better to develop the board.
Okay.
I could be wrong. I mean, we have aerial formation. If he has a trick that makes us need a +1/+1 on a guy.
So now we're going to block Agent on Skirmisher and try to eat the Snarecaster. Well, that answers that.
Yeah, so if we didn't have this guy, we'd be taking... I mean, we could grip tide, but we'd be taking, like, lots of damage.
Well, we'd grip tide the Hoplite and take 5.
Right.
Be at 13. As it is, we're going to take 5 and be at 13.
That's true. I mean, you just trade here, right?
Yep.
I think you have to. I mean, the other thing is we could use aerial formation on this to try to eat this guy and not die, but I don't think we do that.
Not with 2 open and red-white.
Yeah.
And there's a decent chance that his 2 cards are not tricks.
Yeah. Well, we didn't get a trick there.
I wouldn't go for it.
Yeah. Skyguard.
Yeah.
Alright. Prognostic Sphinx it is.
Yeah. Hopefully that last card is not a trick.
Well, yeah, hopefully not. I mean, we got a block. Okay, no attacks. Woo! I think we just have to play the Naiad as a Naiad, right?
Oh god, are we going Naiad pass, not trying to scry 3? Yes, I think we are.
I don't know what else we can do, really.
Yeah, I agree. Scrying 3 is pretty good.
It is awesome good. I mean, we're at 13.
No, I agree. I think just pass. Next turn, based on a draw, we'll have to really think about attacking.
Yeah, I mean, next turn we could maybe attack with Sphinx and hold open Griptide. We do have to make sure we hold a card for this. I guess Aerial Formation may just get ditched.
Yeah, no, I mean, if he tries to kill Sphinx, that's a good use of Aerial Formation.
Best one ever.
Well, against red-white, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this game is definitely not over, but we slowed it down a bit.
No, I like our chances.
That's not what we wanted.
Yeah.
I think we hold that, actually, have an extra card for the Sphinx at this time.
Agreed. Attacking the Sphinx.
I think Scry 3 might be worth it.
I think so. If he attacks out next turn, we try to eat Skyguard and hold up Griptide. If he just attacks Skirmisher, then we just trade.
I think that's probably true. And then if he has some sort of trick, we can still Griptide it. I think we need to attack this turn, though.
Scry 3 is so good.
I think we need to. It's almost like draw 1.5.
Yeah, I like that.
I think it has to be done. Okay. Well, we don't want the island.
So Worshippers, definitely. And a Vigilance guy? Sure.
I think... What do we want to draw first?
At 7. They're both 4, so...
The 2/4 blocks any of his guys without a trick. So I think we want the 2/4 first.
Yeah.
So the island's going on the bottom. Then we want...
War Chief top.
War Chief top, Aerie Worshippers top.
Yep.
And... Okay. And we just pass here.
Yep.
Alright, that works for me. Plus, if we ever actually do attack with our Aerie Worshippers, we start making 2/2s, and then it's going to be pretty tough for him, I think. I mean, I guess he can't let that happen, but... Yeah. That's a guy. That makes our 2/4 much less good.
Well, it's still good.
Yeah, but he can do it twice. 1, 2, 3. Yeah.
No, I know.
Yeah. Alright. Probably got to try to force the action here. Yeah. He's out of cards, which means we actually could... We could actually block the Skyguard.
Yeah.
Use Aerial Formation and keep our guy alive. If we want.
Oh.
Because he can give him +1/+0, so it still would trade. And we would take, actually, if he does that, we take 7.
True, I would block the Skirmisher.
Do we want to Griptide anything? Because that does affect his next turn. That means that he draws one of these things next turn.
Yes, but I would say we block the Skirmisher. I wouldn't want to Griptide these Sneercaster.
Right, so it'd have to be the Skyguard or the Phalanx.
So I would Griptide the Phalanx.
Yeah, and just take the 3. Or actually, it's going to be...
It'll be 5.
5. So take 5, bounce the Phalanx.
Yep.
Actually, if we would have bounced the Phalanx, would it have not given him +1/+1?
No, it still would have triggered.
Okay. I thought so. So we probably want to bounce it now, right?
Yep.
Okay. I guess we still want to hold a forest for this Prognostic Sphinx. We can actually attack with Prognostic Sphinx because well,
we know one card.
Well, he's got no cards in his hand, so he's going to draw an Acroan Phalanx.
Yeah, and be able to
pump it once.
Activate it once.
So he'll still be...
I agree. Worshipper pass.
Because we just don't want to take any damage?
Yep. We're at 8. I mean, it's not bad, but it's not...
We would only take 2.
Yeah.
That's true. Maybe we wait until we... We might even have to attack with the Aerie Worshippers to try to...
Well, no, but next turn we draw the Centaur.
Right.
We play it. We think about attacking with Sphinx.
Try to
Set
scry
up
three
our
fresh.
next 3 draws.
Scry 3 fresh cards. Right.
I mean, I guess that was the argument for attacking in there. And you know what? Shoot, I take it back. We should have attacked in there
That's all right.
and taken the 2.
I mean, saving our lives against the super aggro deck is probably not the worst idea.
Yeah, but being between 8 and 6 versus setting up our... Well, it'd only be our next 2 draws as opposed to 3. But, yeah, I don't know. I think it's close. 6 is not comfortable.
No, not really. So do we attack with the Sphinx? We still take at least 2 in the air, maybe 3 if he pumps it twice.
No, I would go Centaur pass.
Yeah, that's what I think is probably correct.
So there's not many tricks that put his weaker 2 guys over the Sphinx.
Right.
And especially with formation. So if he ever does just draw and attack, I would block the Sphinx on one of the weak guys.
Right.
And then try to block maybe even Worshippers on the Phalanx, or... No, probably the Centaur.
Yeah, I mean, the Centaurs should still trade because they only get +1/+0. We do have an aerial formation backup to give something +1/+1 if it'll matter.
Yeah.
This is an interesting game of the super aggro deck against the mid-rangey deck that tries to stop the aggro before it gets there. Like, it's a pretty good game.
Yeah, we're actually more controlling, especially in Theros Block, which everybody's aggressive.
In this matchup, we're super controlling.
Yeah.
We definitely want to hold cards for Prognostic Sphinx, but, I mean...
Yeah, I mean, the lands can bump up the number of activations of aerial formation. Actually, what is it, 1 and then 3 beyond?
Yeah. So 4 to 2, too. Oh, Desperate Stand.
Oh. Jeez.
+2/+0, First Strike, and Vigilance.
So he spent this time thinking about how he wanted to disperse Desperate Stands versus Phalanx activations. I think that's definitely the way you want to go. But okay, he's not attacking with the Phalanx.
No,
I assume.
Well, we're about to see what happens.
I have to assume he's not attacking with the Phalanx. I don't know, maybe he is and he just... No, he can't. Yeah.
He is not. I think... Because he can make this guy 5/2. Well, he can make them both 5s.
Yeah.
I think what the problem is the First Strike. Do you think... I mean, we can block with the Prognostic Sphinx and then play aerial formation and still eat his guy.
Yeah, we could also double block the other one.
Right, I was thinking of maybe doing both.
I like both. I mean...
That leaves
the Worshippers.
Right.
But,
he'll kill the Worshippers, almost certainly. We have a Prognostic Sphinx and one other guy, and he just has an Acroan Phalanx.
Yep.
That seems good.
I like it.
Oh, wait.
What's up?
I was gonna... for a second, I thought maybe we could just give the Airy Worshippers aerial formation, because it gives them flying, too.
Oh, yeah.
But that doesn't work. That doesn't work. Okay, so... We're just blocking here, double blocking.
I like it.
And then, of course, we got to cast aerial formation on the old Prognostic Sphinx.
Yep.
This one's going to work out pretty good for us, I think. Yeah, I think that's a pretty good trade.
Now he's going off the top of his deck.
And we can attack with the Prognostic Sphinx and play a snake.
Well, we can attack with both.
Oh, because of the Vigilance?
Yeah.
That's true. If he wants to trade, he can trade.
Well, we also have a blocker.
Right. Okay. Ooh, Thassa's Emissary. That's pretty tasty, but...
Yep. So Unicorn bottom, then Emissary Divination?
You mean... Alright, so we'll draw Divination top, Emissary top, see what he wants to do here. Take 6. Probably can't be happy about the snake hitting the field here. And we're going to just go ahead and hold that land. Which one do we want to pretend we have? I guess we'll hold open a blue for the old Retraction Helix. You don't want to see snake here. Giving us 4 life's pretty big deal.
Yep.
Giving us...
He feels like he has to do it, which, I don't even know what you do there.
Giving us a 7/7 is also not good.
I probably would have done it anyway.
Would you make this guy a 6/6 trample and attack with everything?
Yep.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. Well, that's why you don't want to give us 4 life, though.
Alright, there it is. Plains, yep. So, yeah, that was a good game. That was
we controlled it pretty well.
Yeah, I mean, it got sketchy that we were down to 8, but once we started getting the ground down there, did pretty good. So, hey, going to the finals. Hooray us.
Yeah.
Alright, we'll see you there.